Spike planted.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Orangutan! Keep supporting. #APAMI.
Orangutan Esports, they were the top seed of their group. Now imagine getting the top seed, defeating almost everyone else. Things were being the undefeated team.
Everyone knew we were stepping in.
Coming into the LAN, winning your initial matchup.
And then later on, decided to lose matches.
So we were searching for a Valo team since I think October of 21 because we had our two rosters, properly set, performing well. It was time for us to move to our third roster, which was the men's team.
For us, the goal is very clear that we want to make a team which wins internationally, and we'll keep rebuilding, keep transitioning until we reach that goal.
More than 10,000 teams around the world made their bid for the Champions Trophy. Challengers, Masters, and Champions are the core of the VCT season next year.
क्या होने वाला है कि वैल्यू तो चल रहा है, अगर हमने जल्दी साइन नहीं किया, then we'll miss out on that first mover advantage. We'll miss out on a lot of opportunities in the market.
We wanted to make a squad as fast as possible. We thought ठीक है, let's sign one player at least, and then इसके around team बनाते हैं.
This process had been on since we started.
So Ghost was a very good jet. He had a really good aim, raw talent भी था. Maybe he can be the next prodigy with all his aim, and then we signed him. Then we went on to find the next best duelist free agent यहाँ पे. तो इंडिया में तो कोई नहीं था.
Because all the best players were signed by different organizations. So personally, I thought that look, it's going to be difficult because the market was like there were no imports in the scene. There was like only Indian players, and that is when we first thought that let's get in imports. Let's start thinking more than India itself.
And then we were like थोड़ा दूर जाते हैं. पाकिस्तान, नेपाल, श्रीलंका हो गया. श्रीलंका, मलेशिया वहाँ पे हो गया. और थोड़ा दूर. फिर देन आई फाउंड पर्शिया. पर्शिया का ऐसा था, वो पहले बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रोफेशनल खेला था. द फर्स्ट थिंग आई वांटेड पर्शिया इज बिकॉज उसका एक्सपीरियंस है. भले वो वैलोरेंट पे नहीं है, दूसरे गेम में है. एंड वैलो वाज अ न्यू गेम एट दैट टाइम फॉर एवरीवन.
Something happened in March where Kunal just gets a DM from this guy called Tesseract VLR.
I think I want to explore the opportunity in India. खुद से सामने से आया था मैसेज. ठीक है, let's give a shot. टीम में लाते हैं इसको, ट्रायल करते हैं.
Tesseract, the import from the Philippines.
I think he's the best Sova.
Tesseract shows up. He'll show up always. He is. Tesseract will look for more. This man's on fire.
And then we ठीक है, let's sign next player, Tesseract. We thought that if we get a good IGL, it would be perfect for us, but हमको कोई मिल नहीं रहा था. Then I got a call from Euphoria from VLT.
Players उनके सामने, एक down, दो down, तीसरा down, चौथा down.
Overnight again, this was a very, very sudden announcement and
Good job when he does it with a sheriff.
Hits. I think Vibor is interested.
Vibor, are you freaking kidding me?
One day from the office, I got a call, and he told me that Vibor is on call, and I was so surprised.
that's when our 5-man roster was ready.
When the Valo team came in, at that point in time, as I said, we thought that the boot camp would be fully ready to launch, as a matter of fact. And the structure was set, everything was done, and we faced the biggest issue of all, that is the internet connection. Internet's like God for us.
At one point we always had like loss, and high latency, so we'll have like 100 overping, you know, and like we'll have like loss constantly. So it really made it impossible for us to practice. Yeah.
Eventually, we realized these guys are part of tournaments. We've locked them in, the roster's locked, we're paying salaries, everything is going on, and we need to make them play. Within a day, I remember we transferred all the PCs from the facility over here, and the internet connection was going on. We stopped everything, got all the PCs shifted to our office, cleared an entire space for them at the office itself, figured out an internet connection, put them there, and got everyone's bags to the hotel.
Kind of made a mini boot camp in our office itself. These guys were staying in a hotel. It was very expensive.
So we were paying about 5,000 rupees a night, and there were 3 rooms, 6 players, right? So, I mean, that's 15,000 bucks a day. Super duper excited for the Mumbai LAN because I knew for a fact that this is the first LAN event that was happening for esports after COVID. And it wasn't BGMI, it wasn't Free Fire, it was Valorant.
While we have Yash Bhanushali, the owner of Orangutan, and the team as well. Could we have Yash on the stage? Come up, please.
Yash, Jay, Tesseract, Persia, and I had all gone together over there.
Shiva just came up to me and was like, in our next tournament, you are going to have your first match. We are going to do the Champions Series, so why not just go on stage and talk? And you know, I'm very shy as a person like that.
And everyone knew we were stepping in.
Hoping to get into the next tournament, win the VCC, and go to Berlin. We want to be a team from India which, you know, goes to Berlin, maybe the first team from India to go to Berlin. Very confident. Let's hope for the best.
I said what I had to say, and yeah, the goal was always to win and to represent India on international stage. The goal is still that. It will always be that in the future.
The only thing I remember telling Yash is, next LAN we have to make sure we are there.
So for the last team, ladies and gentlemen, Orangutan. We have Orangutan over here.
The team didn't have a lot of time together. We had around 20 days to play the qualifiers and, you know, qualify for the LAN.
And I remember Yash, Jay, and we decided that, you know what, let's just get everyone there. Our boys need to know that we're there for them. We're fucking there for them.
I think the team was very strong. When the team was together, I thought we were the best team.
इनका जो lineup है, जिस तरीके से उन्होंने पूरी टीम को build किया है, is very promising.
I was very confident that we are going to win. We are the best team. I didn't think that there was any team better than us at that point.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Ape Army!
I don't think I'm ever going to forget that day in my life.
We've got Global Esports versus Orangutan. Global Esports, the victors of our last LAN.
I'm getting goosebumps already.
What can Orangutan possibly do to break Global?
And their war cries will shake Chennai.
We got those boom whackers.
The apes assembled.
There was a flag that we made. We did so much, and I think that is what the mental game truly was, no? Because you had all the top players in Global. You had Hellranger, not to mention Rossi, Lightning Fast, everyone over there, and they all were so flustered because of the amount of noise we were making outside. Who OG is glorious, it'll forever be. We knew for a fact that Shooter's not here with us, but we made it a point during every game, we had his jersey with us and we put that on that chair because that's the culture we wanted to set in. That's how much we wanted Shooter to know we want him here.
An Orangutan have found their prey.
The way he was playing, the way he was inside the game, the communication he had all the way from there was fantastic.
Orangutan climb the tree of victory.
Somewhere we knew that we can defeat Global Esports.
I think after we beat Global in the first match, we all were super happy, we all were super excited.
I'm pretty happy that we beat Global Esports that time, but it was a short-lived happiness.
Welcome as Orangutan take on Enigma.
So back end हम लोग अपना preparations चालू किए, player अपना preparations चालू किया, but वहाँ पे मैच चालू होने से पहले ही और आधा ख़त्म हो रहा था बिकॉज वो टाइम पे टेसरैक्ट अलग, पर्शिया अलग, विबोर एनिग्मा के साथ, पॉपी अलग, शूटर तो अपना पाकिस्तान में. सो मतलब एज अ टीम को, मतलब एक टीम नहीं देख रहा था मैं, इंडिविजुअल प्लेयर्स को देख रहा था चेन्नई में बिफोर द मैच.
But we were also quite overconfident in how we were performing, how good the team really was.
And once we started to lose one map, team full breakdown.
Kelly mocking the primitive ape.
मैं इसको देख रहा हूँ, यश मुझे देख रहे, बोले विनय what's happening?
I don't know, the feeling was very different. It was, no one spoke, no one complained, no one fought. It was just silence.
सब लोग सब बोले बहुत अच्छा टीम है, बहुत अच्छा टीम है. एंड एक मैप हारने के बाद कोई बात भी नहीं कर रहे. वी बोर फुल साइलेंट. सो जैसे हम लोग एनिग्मा के अगेंस्ट एक मैप हारे, वी नेवर वॉन एनीथिंग, नेवर.
That was an absolute reality check for everyone, because we realized that we're putting in all the money, we're putting in all the effort, we're putting in all the services, but we're not getting the results.
If you lose a match, you will come back, discuss with the team, यार कैसे हुआ. अपना डिस्कशन ही नहीं हुआ पॉइंट पे.
It's not about getting the 5 best players in the world in a team. It's about how the team is bonding, how is their mental, how are they as people outside the game.
We decided, ठीक है, let's put a break for now and let's come back with a stronger roster.
When we dropped Persia and Ghost, we decided to get Doctor from Malaysia.
We got a new player, Aduka.
Doc had just joined us at that time,
and everything was going great. We were like, ठीक है, let's get back in action. We lost against Enigma, which we shouldn't have. हम लोग को 2-0 close करना था. फिर started again. Vibor and Ember, one team. Dog and Aduka, one side. Tesseract, same, solo guy.
Being close to your team and being like understanding of each other is very important, because if you guys can't, like if you guys' personalities don't match, you guys can't talk to each other, then it's going to lead to problems in the game, because it leads back to the point where Valorant is a team game where everyone needs to interact and work with each other, you know.
There was no team communication, nothing, no team bonding.
What are good gambles to take, what are bad gambles to take? We already took a bad gamble and we lost.
We really need to revamp everything.
There's no point in keeping 5 players who have 5 different ways of thinking, 5 different goals, not a common vision, not a common mission.
So we stopped our Valorant roster after that.
And when you disband the team, all the money that you've invested in the team goes back to zero.
I get a call.
He asked us, are you guys looking for a team?
You know, when tier 1 players are available, you have to take up that opportunity and you don't have time to decide on it.
This came to us as an opportunity, and
when an opportunity like that comes up,
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever,
it's a 1-minute decision and you think through your head, you think through your heart. If both of them say yes, you just go ahead.
Guys, Orangutan's brand new Valorant roster, make some mad noise!
Orangutan have found their prey. The apes assembled. This viper has fangs and in a petting zoo. This is a massacre. On Orangutan, the orange ape is where he shall reign. So I'm afraid that this time the villains win. Orangutan climb the tree of victory.